Alright, grade 5. Today we're starting our unit in volume, and I couldn't think of a better way to teach this unit rather than using Minecraft education. So we're going to talk about some interesting concepts in this unit, but before we go ahead and talk about volume, let's remind a little bit ourselves what we talked about area this year. Uh, Area will be the surface that a two-dimensional shape occupies. So if I had this shape here, which has a length of 3, as you see, and a width of 2, the area of this shape will be 6 square meters, because as we know, official word from Minecraft, each of these edges is measuring 1 meter. So the area of this shape, which I did length times width to identify, will be 6 square meters. Now, let's think about this. Let's draw another shape here. And this is a 2 by 2 shape which has an area of 4 square meters. Nevertheless, let's think about this figure that you see in front of you as the foundation for our structure for today's lesson. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to place another 4 cubes or blocks on top of our foundation. How many cubes are there now? My bottom layer, or the ground floor as we can call it, of this solid will be 4, and I added 4 more on top of it. Therefore now I have 8 cubes totally in my solid. Did we change the ground floor? No, we didn't. We just built on top of it. The second layer of cubes or blocks doesn't make it take up more space on the ground. We built up, not out. So the structure got taller, not longer or wider. What's going to happen if I put 4 more blocks on top of the second floor? How many blocks or cubes in total now in my solid or my structure? I have 4 on the bottom. I have another 4 on the second layer or the second floor, and another 4 on the third layer or the third floor, as I can say. So in this solid here, the total number of cubes or blocks is 12. Since this is a cube with each edge measuring 1 meter, we call this a cubic meter. These cubes or blocks, they can serve as a unit to measure volume of our solid. Volume is the amount of space a three-dimensional shape or figure takes up. And what do we call this unit? A cubic meter. If I was working with centimeters, then we will call it a cubic centimeter. Okay, let's try and work with another solid. Here, my foundation will be 6. Therefore, we're saying the area of this surface or the base is 6. If I decide to build another layer, the volume of this solid will be 12. I have 1 layer at the base of 6 and another layer on top of it of another 6. Therefore, the volume of this solid will be 12 cubic meters. I can use a slate here and I can identify it and say the volume equals 12 cubic meters. What will happen if I build another layer on top of this? I'm going to use a different kind of blocks now. So another 6. There you go. So I have 3 layers of 6. 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers of 6. I can go ahead and change this, and I can say that this is 18 cubic meters. There you go. For today's problem set, I'm giving you the opportunity to use Minecraft education to build these figures. After you build these figures, you will need to write you on a slate or a sign on Minecraft Education the volume of each solid in cubic meters. If you're unable to use Minecraft Education, you can report the volume on a piece of paper and write an explanation for your answer. But I wanted to give you the opportunity to use Minecraft Education in order to build these three-dimensional shapes and report their volume. So, get creative, and I hope you'll enjoy.